Welcome to another one of my live stream lectures. And before I get into this topic, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. You know, my channel truly would not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's lecture. The focus of this lecture is filing your income taxes part 3. This is the third and final series of this topic. Make sure you check out my lecture on filing your income taxes part 1 and filing your income taxes part 2, because all parts have, I'm presenting different information. You know, one of the things I want to say, and I tell anyone as a businessman or woman, you know, always use, and I have always used, a certified public accountant to file my personal and business taxes. And although I'm retired, I'm still generating revenue under my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center, but I have always used a certified public accountant to file my personal business taxes. The money you pay them is a 100% business write-off. You know, a CPA, they hold a credential as a certified public accountant. They have to answer to a credentialing board. They have to do ongoing continuing educations to renew their credential. They have the updated software. Pay the experts to file your personal and business taxes. My personal and business taxes for the year 2024 have already been filed, you know, and that's why I'm able to present all this powerful information that I'm accustomed to knowing, because I have always aligned myself with a certified public accountant for over 21 plus years to stay abreast of what I need in terms of making sure my personal and business taxes are filed correctly. So one of the things that I presented to my accountant, this is part 3, is all of the money I spent. You know, if the audience is aware, I officially relocated out of the state of Florida into the state of Georgia. I started that whole process about 2 months prior to me officially getting out here, officially a little over a week ago, but I spent 2 months prior to that making trips back and forth to the state of Georgia to get everything set up to transfer my driver's license registration. So those trips that I made back and forth in 2024, I kept receipts of everything, money I spent on gas, money I spent on motels while I was making these trips back and forth, anything in relation to me relocating all the way up until I made it to the finish line. I put all those receipts in a folder and I turned it over to my accountant, and that would be a 100% business write-off, because by me being a business owner, my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center, if I had to relocate, that means my company had to follow me. Make no mistake. Another powerful document I gave him, and one of the things I do is I prepare all of my stuff strategically. I'm putting everything that I know he's going to need into folders with all of the items, and each folder organized and labeled. So I'm making it very easy for him. This is another folder with more information on moving expense, money I paid, motel, and etc., and making these trips back and forth from Florida to Georgia to get everything set up to officially relocate. You know, I was in the state of Florida for like a year and a half. Hurricanes ain't working for me. I was there long enough to know this ain't where I'm going to make my final destination. So as a result, I'm now a resident of the state of Georgia, the Warren Robins area. I'm living near Air Force Base. So I'm a veteran. I'm very comfortable really living in military towns. Another folder that I gave him also is more information on my moving expenses. I ain't leave nothing out in terms of food, gas, motel, everything that I spent in relation to leaving the state of Florida in order to relocate. I turned that over to my certified public accountant. Another expense that I gave him is the money I spent on my gym membership, even though I canceled that membership, but the money I spent on my Anytime Fitness membership, I've turned it over to my accountant as a business write-off. Now, since I'm set up in my new resident, I got an area in my home where I also turned it into my workout area, my Zen area. And then plus I do a lot of walking outside. So it was really no need for me to continue with that membership with Anytime Fitness, but I did spend money on that membership in 2024. Another folder that I gave my accountant as a business write-off is the money I spent on my vehicle registration. So that would be a 100% a business write-off. As a business owner, I need to have a vehicle when I have to go meet with stakeholders, meetings, and etc. So the money I spent on my vehicle registration for the year of 2024 was a 100% business write-off as a business owner. Also, the money I spent on my car insurance, I had got all those documents in a folder. All of the money I spent on my car insurance, I turned that information over to my accountant. That money I spent is a 100% business write-off. If you're a businessman or woman, 9 times out of 10, you got a car. If you got a car, you're going to have to insure the car. So again, I turned all of that money I spent on my car insurance over to my accountant as a 100% business write-off under my company. And I'm telling you, I have always known to keep excellent records. I always have used a certified public accountant to file my personal taxes, my business taxes. And I'm telling you, when you do it and do it the correct way, you know, it'll help reduce your taxable income when you get ready to file your taxes. Another folder I gave him also, turned it over to my certified public accountant, is in the year 2024, all of the money I spent on car maintenance, oil changes, new tires, anything in relation to the maintenance of my vehicle. I turned it over to my accountant. That ended up being, for the entire year of 2024, I spent $2,647.86 on maintenance on my vehicle, on keeping it running well. You never know what's going to break down. There can be alternator, your starter, your battery, oil change, everything. So I turned those documents into my certified public accountant, and all of that was a 100% business write-off. Another folder I gave my accountant. In 2024, I had to request from my academic institutions my official transcripts, and from all of my not financial institutions, academic institutions. A lot of stakeholders, when I'm getting contracts, a lot of times you got to show evidence of the original copies in a sealed envelope with that seal in it. So all of the money I spent on obtaining my official transcripts from my academic institutions was a 100% business write-off. Let's see what this folder is here. I gave him information on all of the money I spent at the UPS store. You know, a lot of times, as a businessman or woman, you got to go to the UPS store to maybe mail off stuff, to order supplies or whatever. All of the money I spent on that was a 100% business write-off. In this folder, it ended up being $142.31. So that was a 100% business write-off for the year of 2024. Here's another UPS folder. Looked like I spent $260.15. I turned that information over to my certified public accountant. That was a 100% business write-off. And in the state of Florida, thank God I'm out of there, but as I was making trips back and forth out of Florida to Georgia to set up residence in the state of Georgia, one thing about Georgia is when you cross in a toll pole, they have it set up where they can automatically send you a bill and it's paid for. So all of the money that I spent on SunPass toll was a 100% business write-off for the year of 2024. So again, that would be the completion of the totality of my 3 series lectures on filing your income types, part 1, part 2, and this is part 3. I was able to present all that powerful information in 3 lectures. I really do strongly recommend for you to go and listen to my lecture 1, part 1 and part 2, because I'm presenting different folders, I'm presenting different informations. Everything that I presented has already been turned over to my accountant. My taxes are done. When he got done with everything, he returned all my documents to me, and all of my documents, which consist of part 1 and part 2, fill this box. So when he did his magic, when he did his due diligence, and my personal and business taxes are done, then I had to meet with him. We sat down and we reviewed everything, and he returned all of my documents to me, the legal documents, the hard copy. And then also the beauty of using an accountant, a certified public accountant, now he has all of my tax information in the database for the year of 2024. So everything he got in the database is going to match my hard copy. So that's crossing our T's and dotting our I's. And be on this planet long enough, I don't care who you are as an adult, you will be audited by the Internal Revenue Service. And I've been audited many times throughout my adult life, and I welcome an audit because I'm so strategic and thorough, and I've always used a certified public accountant. Any shred of information that the Internal Revenue Service requests from me in the times that I've been audited, it's a powerful thing. I can go to the applicable box for the applicable year in the applicable folder and pull it out. And if they need additional clarity, then I contact my CPA who filed my taxes for that particular year. Because remember, I've always used a CPA. So everybody's crossing their T's and dotting their I's. I don't care if Internal Revenue Service or my accountant need a document, a piece of paper dating back 2 years, dating back 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I can literally go to the applicable box in the applicable year and pull that piece of paper in the matter of seconds, people. And that's power. So I'm telling you, I know too many people. Everyday people who are getting up and going to work every day, or they got a primary job and they got a little side job simultaneously, ain't filing their taxes, trying to do everything cheap. And this is just me personally. I stay away from H&R Block and TurboTax and doing everything online. No, when you really start doing things like filing your personal and business taxes, and a lot of money is moving and a lot of assets is moving, and you're building your financial portfolio, you really need to have somebody eyes on this who is doing your personal and business taxes, who has a credential, a certified public accounting credential, where they have to do CEUs to maintain that credential, and that certified public accountant has to report to a credentialing board. That's power, people. And yeah, you're going to pay a little more, but you're going to get your money's worth. So again, this is part 3 of filing your income types. Check out my part 1 and part 2. And don't forget to mark your calendar for March the 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do another powerful live stream lecture on how to develop a successful business goal. This is one lecture, I repeat, this is one lecture you do not want to miss. March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be ready to get down to business. That's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.